Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And when you think of the most hyped NBA rookies in recent memory, LeBron James definitely tops the list. I mean, it's been 20 years now, but his hype was through the roof where his high school games were being broadcast on ESPN. After that, Zion Williamson, super hyped, coming out of Duke after his 1 year. LeBron James has definitely lived up to the hype. Zion Williamson, still out. The jury's still out on him. Of course, he would need to improve his health, play more games to be seen as a great in the game. But of course, this year we have another super duper hyped rookie in Victor Wembanyama, the 7'4" big man from France. Well, the Spurs regular season begins on Wednesday against the Dallas Mavericks. So we're going to take a look at where four major publications rank Victor Wembanyama this season. They did their top 100 player ranks, and this is where they ranked them. So we're going to start with ESPN, who did their NBA rank, which consisted of the top 100 players in the NBA, projecting who's going to be top 100. You see Victor Wembanyama lands at 47, just above LaMelo Ball, who's already made an all-star team, DeAndre Ayton, and Jarrett Allen. We go to CBS Sports. They have him a little lower at 58th, higher than Julius Randle, who is a two-time All-Star and a two-time All-NBA. Those both coming in the past 3 seasons. Yes, he has postseason warts. But Tyrese Maxey, Josh Giddey, Derek White. We go to Hoops Hype. They rank him 49th best player for the upcoming season. We see who he's above. Surprisingly, they have Scoot Henderson 50, and I think he's going to be very good, but I think that was really high for him. Already have Kristaps Porzingis 51. So I mean, already have Wembanyama ahead of him. Wembanyama in a way is similar to KP in that they came in being referred to as unicorns. KP has injury woes, but may have had his best season this past year. And then the lowest ranking comes from The Ringer, Bill Simmons' website. They have him 67th. So Chris Paul ahead of Chris Paul 68th, Marcus Smart 69th, and again Jarrett Allen 70. So as you see, two of the four publications rank him within the top 50 for the upcoming season. Now, if we take a look at his preseason stats, he completely dominated in his 4 games, playing just 20.9 minutes per game. Wembanyama averaged 19.3 points on 50.9% shooting from the field, 31.8% from deep, 85.7% from the charity stripe, 4.8 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1 steal, and 2.8 blocks per game. So again, 19.3 points and 2.8 blocks in just 20.9 minutes. Of course, that doesn't necessarily translate to what he's going to do in the regular season. But what are your thoughts? Where do you think Wembanyama will be this upcoming season? Now, I did read Kenya Martin's comments on, I believe, the ESPN NBA rank list. Pretty much every other word was an F word, but he wasn't happy how, basically saying how two guys who never played a second in the NBA, talking about Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson, are ranked in the top 100. I don't necessarily have a problem with it because you're projecting the top 100 for the season, and when a player's named Rookie of the Year, I would say more often than not that season they were a top 100 player in the NBA. So I don't necessarily agree with that. He also had some thoughts on Kyrie Irving being way too low and Russell Westbrook being way too low. But also, what do you think is the ceiling on the Spurs this year? I just think the West is so deep that they probably won't make the play-in tournament, be a top 10 seed in the West. But I could see him finishing 11th or 12th, maybe somewhere between, I don't know, 34 and 38 wins. A lot of young talent: Jeremy Sohan, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, to name a few. But will be a fun team to watch regardless of record. Where do you think Wembenyama places in the NBA player tiers this season? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.